Hi, everybody. Tim Dwyer here from South Australia. How you doing? Well, you can see the little sign behind me here. It says that the headquarters of the Centre for the Destruction of Australia, that is Canberra's Parliament House. It is the what I call the UN headquarters here in Australia. Everybody that works in there is under the direction of the United Nations, not under your direction. Ladies and gentlemen, as you well know by now, we have had a horrendous situation unfold in Sydney on Bondi Beach, and everybody is yelling and screaming at the perpetrators, me too, and feeling a great sorrow for the victims, me too. However, where does the root cause lie? And I think we all know. It is a thing called the multicultural system, which is an abject and total failure. And if history shows us anything, it shows us that from England to France, we are going to see more of this sort of behavior because our supposed unlawful government has imported the shit of the earth into our paradise and cannot figure out what the stench is. Well, let me share the screen, please. Let me bring this up, get that sorted, get that up there, and away we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the shooters are the perpetrators, and them, their families, their supporters, their uncles, their aunties, their brothers, their sisters, they should all be sent to hell back to whatever rock heap they crawled out from under. But these people here, Anthony Norman Albanese / Ellery, as that is his birth name, Ellery, and even if this is the real Anthony Albanese, and that's another story for another day. Penny Wong, she is our foreign minister. This lunatic Albanese is supposedly the leader of the country. Tony Burke is the Minister for Immigration. And Michelle Rowlands is the Attorney General of this country. These four people, among others, share every ounce of blood that has been shed in Sydney this weekend. These are the people that created the situation. Now, you can blame the situation, but until you get rid of the root cause that brings the shit of the earth into our country to destroy our country, and as you can see by the sign behind me, it says they are operating out of the headquarters for the Centre of Destruction of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, my call is this: every member of the parliament must be stood down. They won't stand down. They must be stood down, and stood down by you and I. Stood down because they have slaughtered Penny Wong, Tony Burke, Michelle Rowlands, and Anthony Albanese are as guilty as the people who pulled the triggers. And if our new federal police, not Commonwealth police, federal police chief wants to sit there and have a crack at me about upsetting the cohesion of our society, well, that's already been done by these assholes. That's already been done. And it'll be done again and again and again. And if these people think that they are beyond what we used to call in the country piss house justice, it's a long road that doesn't take a turn. It's a long road. Ladies and gentlemen, these people must be bum rushed out the door like a bunch of lunatic drunks that they are. Our country deserves better. You deserve better. Not one member of Australian society should have to worry about going to the beach and being slaughtered. Thank you, Anthony Norman Albanese Ellery. Thank you, Penny Wong, you're all Wong. Tony Burke, you gutless piece of shit, thank you. And Michelle Rowlands, take your blank expression back to wherever the hell you got it from, because you do not belong in our parliament running our country. My name is Tim Dwyer. I do love this country, and I've just had a gutsful. I really have had a gutsful. And surely to God right now, amongst all the other crap that they've brought to us, the inflation, the everything, there's just too many things to list. Have you not had enough? Can you not see the direction we're going? Do you not care? My name's Tim Dwyer. I do love this country. And I'll tell you what, the time is coming, people, where you will have to make a choice. You will have to either stand up or bow a knee. You will have to surrender your daughters to Islam. You will if you don't stand up.